New tonight, the Department of Justice is making a sweeping request for Colorado election information. Political experts are calling it highly unusual.
Denver 7's Brandon Richard is working to find out what the department wants with the data and if voters should be concerned.
Well, it's certainly an unusual request.
Elections leaders across Colorado are trying to make sense of a request the U.S. Department of Justice sent the state, asking for all records related to the 2024 federal elections, which means the elections for president and Congress. Matt Crane, the executive director of the Colorado County Clerks Association, says it's unclear what kind of records DOJ is looking for.
It could be anything from voter registration information, voter turnout information. It could be information from the voting systems, access and activity logs from inside the voting system software. It could be the actual ballots themselves.
In its letter to the state, which was obtained by NPR, DOJ said it had received a complaint about Colorado's election records retention. We followed up with DOJ Thursday and asked why they were seeking the records. Two department spokespeople told Denver 7 they had no comment. Crane suspects it has something to do with Tina Peters, the former Mesa County clerk and 2020 election denier, currently serving a 9-year sentence for allowing a man to access voting equipment.
Have something to do with Tina Peters? Again, I'm sure the DOJ gets lots of requests or lots of complaints from people about elections from across the country. Why this complaint? Why now, at the same time that she and a lot of her supporters have been asking for the DOJ to get involved in her case to help her get out of prison?
Peters isn't mentioned in DOJ's letter. Last month, President Trump called her an innocent political prisoner and directed the DOJ to take action to secure her release. Colorado Secretary of State Jena Griswold said Trump had weaponized his Department of Justice, targeting his perceived enemies and meddling in state cases to try and free those who supported his big election lie. Jefferson County Clerk and Recorder Amanda Gonzalez also thinks it's political.
This absolutely is not about election security. It's not about voter confidence. It really does feel like a politically motivated fishing expedition.
The state provided some publicly available files, but it's not clear if that will satisfy DOJ's request. Brandon Richard, Denver 7.
Brandon will continue to closely cover state and local politics and hold leaders accountable. If you have a political story you'd like him to look into, you can connect with Brandon by scanning the QR code on your screen or emailing him at brandon.richard@denver7.com.